This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so last class we were discussing about something like this, right? If you remember, we were discussing about the calendar part. Okay, so, so without any waste of time. Am I audible? Okay. So there are a lot of ways to handle this. Okay, if we run it, for example, I was just run. It's a straightforward code. Okay, there are multiple ways to check it. Okay, but we'll be seeing it in a more understanding way. So first step is like we have to check whether we are on the correct year and correct this thing. Where are we checking? Okay. Okay. If I run it, if you see, I don't know why it's not running. Taking some time. Okay. If you see here, let me run it first. Okay. To pick it in that particular calendar. I don't know why it's taking time for whatever reason. It should not take time. So it's a date picker, right? We were capturing this date picker and we were going through all the elements and we are choosing particular date. Okay. So it's just straightforward. It got failed. Huh? Why it got failed? Let me check. It shouldn't have failed. Let me check. Okay. 1 minute. It's today my system is very slow here. Not responding. I don't know for what reason. I'm just waiting. See, it's very slow, so it's showing something got failed. It's saying that stale element exception. That's okay. Stale element exception comes whenever you have to reload it. Okay. This is one of the exception you come across. Okay. 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 This time you probably have not got any element exception. Okay. You did not get any element exception. Okay. So let's see the code. What is it? It's a state. It's a simple code altogether. What we are trying to do. Okay. So if you have already seen the data table, what I have explained, the structure of the data table is very fair, right? Okay, so the structure of the data table is very fair. We have the same structure it is having now. Okay, if you see, this is table head, table body, and we have all the rows here: first row, second row, third row. Okay, all the rows. In every row you have the dates. Okay, you have some, you know attributes like class. Okay, then we have, within that we have, attribute which may be same or different. Okay, this time this class is different. Okay, so we have one more data table. This is the table. So this is same. Okay, this is different. This class id is different. Okay, it is different for different items. Okay, so what I should do, hmm, I'm going to do a simple thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to iterate over all the elements. Okay, this is very important. See, if you're not practicing, very important guys, if you're not practicing, then you will lose the process only. What are we doing? Okay, so first I went and captured all the elements. Okay, if you see this particular X path, okay, whichever I'm giving it here, I'm going to get all the rows first. Okay, I'm going to get all the rows. That means I'm trying to iterate over all the elements in the list. Okay, I'm going to iterate over all the elements in the list. Then if I want to choose the current date and current year, okay, then otherwise, if you want to choose a different one altogether, then it goes in a very different story all. Okay, you have to write a very beautiful scripting in such a way. You have to choose a different month and different year. Okay, so that and all we are not doing it. We are not let's only validate the year and month. Okay, if it is current month and current year, then we will go with it. For example, if I want to go with a different month and different year, then the code will be different. Okay, it's not the same code that we have to write. Okay, so what I will write a if loop. Okay, if condition, then only I will write all my conditions. So first, I am going to check my current month. Hmm? Okay, this is the month. Okay, this is a drop down, if you see. Okay, so I'm going to verify, or yeah, here it is providing very clear to me. Okay, I can easily choose any month here. Okay, because it is a drop down. Okay, before before selecting month, because already it is selected, but let me verify it. Okay, I will not go and change the month. If I want to change, I can also change, right? This is a drop down, simple drop down. You know how to change your drop downs. Okay, select the class. Okay, you know how to choose the drop downs also, right? Month you can choose, year also you can choose. This is a simple drop down. Okay, this one is more clear and open to you. Okay, you can also choose any month and any year. Okay, that's again clear to me, but I will go and verify my month and year. Okay, Understood, right? So before entering there, I will go and verify my month and year. Okay, so what I will do is I will go and capture this element. If this element has selected January month, if it is selecting January month, then only I will be choosing into the dates. Okay, so how to do that, right? How to do that, right? First, what we will do, select at the rate class equal to this. Okay, see it is highlighting two, because one is this one, second is that one. So I am going to the index because class is unique. Even though class is unique, let me go with title, right? Class is not unique here. Okay, maybe class is different. Okay, sorry, title is different here, title is unique. Okay, so let me go with title instead of class. I'll go with title because title is unique, right? Title equal to this one. Okay, so this time title should be unique, right? What happened? Sorry, what happened? Change the year. Changed the month, year. This is the title, right? Okay, I'm sorry. I should have removed this. Okay, now it is highlighting that one. So first what I will do, I will create a select class. Please listen everyone, okay? Before, after clicking on this, so first what I will do, I'll come here, I'll open this website, I'll click on it, I'll see that whether January is selected. If January is selected, I'll proceed with it, okay? So first I'll going to do a select class. Listen, this is something like more coding related. Okay, it's not a simple automation as we do it regularly. Okay, this is a coding related, because from now I'm going to uh, take you deep dive into coding part. Okay, so you can say select year equal to select month equal to some variable equal to select class of driver dot find element. Okay, by dot xpath, and then this. Okay, so now select class will ask for a import statement. Yes, you have to import it. Okay, now what I will do, I will not I will do an assertion. Okay, okay, I will do an assertion. Okay, or I can say if, okay, month, okay, in select dot options, there is a method called options. Okay, select month dot options, there is a method called options. Please listen. Okay, here if month is just a variable, okay, any variable, if month dot text is double equal to January, month is a element, single element. Okay, month is a single element in that options. So what I am going to do, I am going to check. Okay, I'm going to check if month dot text is equal to January. Any of the option has, okay, January, then I'll proceed. Okay, let me not go with month. I'll say I, anything called I, or any, for that instance, any element. Okay, four I should say. It is not if. Okay, two. Now you got it right. Now if it is equal to January, okay, is double equal to January, then I am going to go and get all this data. Okay, you are getting my point. Again, I'm going to use for loop here in this. Okay, and then I'm going to use text here inside it, and then I'm going to capture, if it is this one, then I'm going to capture it. I'm using time dots. Okay, let me see to where we can able to proceed. Okay, so it's all about more of coding rather of understanding. So first I will do simple thing. I'm going to check my options. If it is month of January, only then I'll go and proceed with all of my elements. Okay, if it is not January, let me break it there itself. Okay, I'll put a else of break. Let me do one by one, like coding. Okay, for the entire for loop, I'll put a break of it. Okay, maybe some indentation issue would have come. System is slow here today. I'm sorry for that. So first you are clicking on it. So once you are clicking on it, you are going to check whether the month is January. Okay, if the month is January, you will select 15th. Okay, you're clear, right? This is the code. This is the simple code. So and then you will also get all the months here. The script has got failed maybe to stale element exception. You will get it. Okay, you have to write try and accept the blocks. Okay, so for that instance, you can write try and accept the blocks. From where you can write it from here. Okay, you can write try and accept the blocks. You can accept the stale element exception. If it is so much of coding has to be involved. Hey, are you okay with this, everyone? Now, or you need some time for it? No, why it is stale element? Which is stale element? Which element is getting staled? So, stale element exception means that element is not present currently. Okay, I mean in the reload it will work. Okay, which element they are saying it is staled? Okay, if you come down, you will understand. I dot f this one after 6 some elements are like not working. Okay, I don't need to do anything. I can say um, I can say instead of this I can say instead of try block I can rerun. Okay, because try block is not required now. Got it? Try block is not required. If you relearn it you will get it the correct this time. Okay, stale element exception is an exception that comes maybe sometimes your the element is found and it is not loaded at time. Okay, that element is not present at that point of time. It was there in the older version, that means previously it was existing. Now that element would have been removed or it has been changed. Okay, so in such case you will, so first thing what you need to try is you need to reload it. Okay, okay, this time also failed. That's okay, not a problem. We can fit it by just saying, see, after sixth element, okay, in the UI, okay, what is happening is after sixth element, seventh element, when it is coming, it was trying to capture it and then it was failing, okay. It was failing due to element is not, that group of elements are not loading, okay. So I will remove this end. Okay, rather I will remove this end so that this end will be not a issue. Okay, because whenever I'm printing it in the other way, see it's clicking in the UI, it's not stopping. Okay, but after six the elements are getting staled. Okay, let me remove this thing. Okay, and I'll not print text. Why should I print text, which is not required? Okay, I don't need text, right? I need to choose some UI activity rather. Okay, I don't need to print text. See, print a text just to make you understand that all the elements are coming. See, if this tail element is coming, you just need to use try and except block. Okay, accept any exception, and whenever you are printing it before that step, you just keep this one. Tail element is a common exception that you generally get. Okay, you can do a synchronization. You can use time dot wait. Okay, wait time you can add and all stuff. The UI action is not breaking. If at all it is breaking, then the problem comes into picture. Okay, if at all it is breaking, the problem comes into picture. So it is saying that uh, unable to find this X path 15. Okay, but still it is coming as no such element exception. If this is not there, why it is clicking on that element? How it is clicking on that element? If it is not there, it shouldn't click on it, right? It should how it is clicking on that element. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, let me go with this. Okay, rather going with this, I will go through all the elements. Okay, and then I will go through all the elements. See, if you see in this data rows, this elements means all the elements. Okay, if you see, I'm going to capture all the elements. What I'm trying to do. So it's all about debugging. Okay, there is like not a predefined data. I cannot come with some predefined information and copy paste it. It's all about I have to debug in front of you so that you will also understand where it gone wrong and where it gone right. So there are 15 elements of such, five elements. Okay, see, five elements, five rows are there like this. Okay, each row has how many elements? Each row has, see, it is highlighting all the five rows. Okay, if you're seeing, okay, so five rows are there with this X path. Okay, whatever the X path I capture. Okay, and okay, and what I have to do, if these elements are there, so many elements are there, 1 minute, um, these elements are there of such data. So what should I do is I should be able to capture the text of them. Okay, so here for example you are not able to get the text of it because this is an element. Okay, so what should I do? I am going through these elements. Okay, I will say, because everything is a row, right? uh, in a row again I have to go through two types of iterations I have to go. Okay, because here it is not a single element. I should go through two types of iteration. First I'm going through all the rows. Okay, 1 minute, I'm going through all the rows. In each row, okay, I am checking in each row. I am checking that row means entire row. Okay, if you see this entire row, 5 of 5, if you see this, 5 of 5 or 4 of 5, 1 of 5. Okay, under it everything comes. Okay, under it everything comes. This all belongs to this. So in this, if you see, some TD is having some element. Okay, some TD is having some element. So what should I do? I should again do an iteration, two types of iteration. Okay. What I can do is for I in rows, all rows. So I can say for J in, okay, because I have columns also. I should also get columns. Okay. Any row I can take and I can get the column count. So what should I do is I should do this. Columns, get columns. Okay, instead of tr I can say some element. Okay, I'm just explaining you, I'll explain you. I'll take some row and then I'll say td. Okay, so this will give me the count of it. Okay, this will give me um, dates length columns. I say cols. Okay, so I'll say for j in states. Okay. So I'm going through all the rows and columns. I have to capture that particular element, okay? For j in range of, because I have to go through all the elements in the range of rows and columns, okay? Range of this comma, 1 comma, this one, okay? I could say 0, it's just 1 comma, this one plus 1, okay? And similarly for j in range of 1 comma, uh, columns plus 1, okay? This columns plus 1. So this becomes an element. This becomes an element, okay? So I'm going through all the rows, I'm going through each row, every column I'm going to iterate. If that column has an element which is having a text called, okay, hmm, let me capture the text, okay, rather this way I will capture the text of each of everything, okay. uh, so, so instead of this one, what I should write is I should get tr here to here. I'll just put it, I'll put this one, okay. Control C. Let me check it, okay. I'm also checking. It's not like something that is predefined or something like that, okay. Okay, I'm just taking a empty list, whether um, take an empty list. I'll say b dot text. If b dot text is equal to double equal to 15, okay, I'll say b dot click. Else pass, okay. Let me run it. Okay, 1 minute. So it is little understand the thing. First, I'm going to check my January month. If it is January month, I'm going down. I'm going to iterate over my rows. In the rows, I'm going to iterate again. I'm iterating over my columns. And any of the rows and columns has some text called this one. Then I'm clicking on it. Let's see if it is working or not. Then I have to debug. Okay, I'll come back to you once. Okay, saying that cannot concatenate to a list. Cannot, can only concatenate list to list, not int to list. Okay, why is that happening like this? If I remove one, then that's okay. If I remove one, that's okay. It's saying that I cannot concatenate. Got list web element expected. Supports index. Why supports index? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to get this one. Okay, I'm supposed to pass that, and I'm supposed to pass this. So this one I should pass. Okay, let me run it. Because I am supposed to pass the count of it, okay, not the elements. So I will explain you. It is not that tough, but it should be. in an understandable note, okay? Because we are going to a kind of little more understanding in the coding part, okay? I'll explain you. Let it fail. If it fails, we have to just check 2 3 times, and then next time it should work, okay? It's going. If it finds 15, then it should click on it. Yeah, it's clicking. That's perfect code, okay? It shouldn't fail anyway. If it is fails also, that's not a problem. We can use a conditional statement. Yeah, let it fail, no problem. No, that's not a problem at all. Um, Tail element exception, that's expected. Okay, no such element exception. If it is no such element, it should not even click on it. Okay, TD1 now. Okay, that's okay. I'm not having text of it. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's expected. Okay, I can say from second row. Then what happens is it will not check the first row. Here you will not get exception. See, for example, here you will not get exception. This first one I am leaving, right? So I will not get any exception in this case. But what happens is the problem would be in such a way, you see first thing, what is the problem? I'll say that's, see here, no data, right? So there is no text for this, so you are getting an exception, okay? Because Sunday I don't have data, so that minimal things also we should be able to handle it. See, now you may not get any exception for that matter, because I am iterating from second, okay? So if you get exception, then it should not be T1, TD1. If it is TD1, let me check it again. Okay, it is not TD. Okay, TD2 also you're not getting data. Oh, is it TR4, TD2? What is TR4, TD2? Here in this case, uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, TD2. This 22 is also not there. So that again depends, okay? That is not the way that this is defined. See, it is having a text. Why it is not capturing that? Maybe TD1 and TD2 is not this thing. Okay. I'll say continue, okay? Rather I'll say skip it. Okay. If it is not there, I'll skip it. Rather getting an error, I'll say pass. I'll say continue. Okay. Or else I'll say try and accept, okay? So I have to use some or other way because okay. I'm sorry. What text? Again, be a challenging case. 1 minute. This will throw me an error since it is not defined. Sorry. Yeah. This time at least it would have clicked on it. Okay, let's see it for again. I'm sorry. It should be. It will not click on 15 for sure because I'm writing except block only, right? Yeah. Okay, for sure. It's not work. It's not coming here. I have to write this one here. Okay, before accept. Okay, then um, um, shouldn't be like that because I was trying to pass here also. But what I'm trying and what I'm accepting, this is not functioning. Yeah, the website has to be little toned up because it is not giving text for a couple of elements. That should not be an issue for us at least. At least, if I say break, it would have break in there. Okay, it will not even go to the next element. Okay, if I say break, it will not even go to the next. But the problem would have erased is checked all the elements. Yeah, now you may not get error. If it is finding 15, it will click on it and then it will break it. Break the entire loop, okay, for that instance. Okay, you would have not got any error. Okay, so now you got exit code 0. Yeah, you can use any logic of such. Okay, that's not our issue anymore because that's a UI issue. This element, for this element, the text is not populated and UI is not able to capture it. Okay, for till 15 everything was working fine. Okay, how many people did not understand anything here, this code? How many people did not understand anything of this course code? And how many people understood to some extent? Can you tell me? It needs little toning, okay? Only then we can come to a thing, okay? I cannot be so prepared and come. I will just come and try to code it here so that you will also understand where wrong has went, okay? Where we are trying to fix it. What is the challenge? What is the question? What is the requirement? So what is the requirement here? Okay, my requirement is I need to check some date in my January. Okay, so I am this is the date picker. This is the website. So I need to choose January month. Okay, some date, maybe 15th or 16th or any date. How do I choose it? How do I choose it? Okay, so first step, what I am doing. This is still not the generic one. Okay, there is a lot of other ways we can make it generic. Okay, this is still not the generic one. Okay. So what I did is I was just trying to click on it first. So for that, this is what I have did. Okay, I just clicked on it. Once I clicked on it, I'm just getting I'm getting some month here because year and all I'm not going to change. Let it be 2024. I can also verify. Okay, I can also verify year. Okay, I can also say and double and. Okay, I can also say mm, I dot okay, this thing I would have also did a here in this case I cannot do it. Okay, uh, here in this case I cannot do it. I can use two for loop, two if conditions. Okay, two if conditions. Okay, if it is January, then I would also get it. If I would have chosen some other options here. For example, I could have used something like this for JN. Okay, uh, year, and I would have also checked that year. If year and first I will check the month. Okay, and then year. If both matches, then only I'll come into the system. Okay, so right now I'm not using it. I can also use that. Okay, that's a simple thing. Nested if I can use. So simple thing. What I am doing is first I am coming here. So I am going. This is a selected class. If you see, this is a selected class. Drop down. Okay, drop down. You know, right? Drop down. So I am going to get this data. This month data I have chosen. Then what I am doing is I am checking select month. Okay, I am choosing in the options. These are all the list of options. In the list of options, if I have text called January, only then I am going into the numbers, into the dates. If it is not January, I will use a conditional break. Okay, I'll break it there itself. Okay, I'm going to use else. I'm going to use a break here itself. I'm not going to take up anything. Okay, I'm not going to take up anything after that. What is this page? Okay, I would have removed it. Else. Okay, for this else. Okay, I can use pass. Okay, else do nothing. Okay, and then this else also I can use. Okay, I can say I could have said for if I could have said break, not here, somewhere. Okay, it's not right here. It's not here. I could have said somewhere in the here. If it is not January, I could have used break here. Okay. Uh, okay. Else I could have used. I could have used break. Okay, for understand. So this is a proper code of choosing your dates for a particular year and a month. So what I am doing, I am going to here and checking in the options if I have January, then only I am coming inside. So after coming inside, okay, I have a table format. This becomes a table. Okay, if you see, this is having a structure of table. Okay, this is having a table. Okay, table head, table row, table. Okay, in table body we have, then we have table rows, multiple rows I have. Okay, multiple columns I have. Okay, in tr again you have so many tds. Okay, all these are column data. So in it, so what I am doing is I am doing a two types iteration. Okay, first I am doing all the rows I am going to capture. Okay, all the 5 rows I am capturing. After capturing 5 rows, I am getting the length of the rows. Then similarly, I am capturing all the columns inside the rows. I took any, because every row has equal number of columns, right? So I took some row and then that number of, for example, I took second row. In the second row, TD means it will give me all the columns. Okay, I'm getting the length of them. So now I'm doing an iteration for rows and columns. Okay, first what I'm doing, go to the first row, read all the text of the columns. Okay, go to the second row, read all the text of the columns. Third row, text of the columns. Fourth row, text of the columns. Fifth row, text of the columns. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so if I'm getting in this, so I'm going to say row and column should be iterated. Okay, so first row it will come, it will read first column, second column, third column, fourth column, like this. Second row all these dates, fourth row, third row, all these dates. In any of these rows and columns it comes. Okay, if it finds the text called 15, because you see that there is a text for everything. Okay, if you see this one, there is a text, one is the text of it. Okay, so if you see text called 15, you click on it, else you break it. Break it means you come out of that loop. Okay, Then if it is not January, you come out of it. Okay, okay. If it is not January, you come out of it. If the months are not there, you come. You just if that month itself is not there, then you do nothing. Okay, because we don't need to even go inside it. I mean, do nothing. Here I have written. I can write some other alternative code for other actions I have to do. How many people did not understand anything? Because if you have not seen web table, this could be a really challenging part. So, did how many people understood or not understood? Can you please tell me? I think you need practice, right? You guys need practice. Are you doing it?
Sir.
See, you really need practice. Okay, people who are listening for first time and coding, they find something tough. Okay, this is like you have to really. This is very simple. Okay, I took some time because we need to understand and make it. It's not really tough. Okay, but we progress. We have to see so many tough cases. Okay. Um, how many people did not understand? Just tell me. How many people understood? That's fine. Okay, let me ask everyone then in such case. Okay, because you can please ask me. Gayatri, you understood, right?
Huh, sir, little bit. Some more doubt is there.
Raksha, yeah, you need to practice. Raksha, you understood, right? Okay, I'm not able to hear you. Girish,
Yeah, I understand somewhat.
okay. Venkat,
Yeah, understood. I have to practice one time, I think, so to
yeah,
better
yeah, yeah,
understand.
yeah, 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 yeah. Obviously, Mohana,
Looks like it understood, but
yeah, yeah. Okay, I
not
got it. Yeah,
confident
you
enough.
yeah, yeah. See, when you go to interview, they would ask this kind of questions. Okay, they would not this example. They would ask you questions which would really make you think of it. Okay, this is a simple scenario, very simple question because you may have to deal with this kind of things. So many. Okay, as we really work in a company, in an IT company, in a Selenium with Python. If you know basics of Python, that will be really enough. Okay, because we are not doing any extraordinary tasks here. We are simply trying to do an iteration over rows and columns and getting every element and checking that element text. If it is there, then we are clicking on it. If it is not there, we are breaking the system loop. Okay, it's not really tough, but the point is like someone who is new for coding or someone who is starting their uh, career career, I mean to say, not career, kind of understanding into Python, it really finds tough for them because obviously, right, when you have some practice you will get it, otherwise you will really find tough. So I request you, please practice. Okay, all of you, I'm going to share this code today. Okay, what you can do is please practice. See, go through everything. See what this element says. Okay, what is this element? You can go through this recording also. What this element says, what this element says, what are why are we doing this? Okay, you can please frame some questions and come to me now if at all you have any question, because only when you practice you will come up with questions. Okay, if you don't practice you will not come up with any questions. So again, see, it's not a straightforward. I did not do directly, right? I also took some time to understand, okay, what has to be done, where we have like where we have given right, where we have given wrong, what how to frame it and all. Okay, it's all about you have to, if you have some idea of at least logical understanding. Okay, when you practice more and more, then you will obviously get it. Okay, it's a very simple scenario whatever we did today. It's not at all a tough case, but I request you to practice it. Okay, so please go through the 10th video and 11th video more thoroughly. 10th video is also similar to that. Okay, 11th video is also 11th class is also similar to that. You can go through it. Other things are very straight. Okay, I think the other things are very straight. You need to just know what has to be used for what action in Selenium. If you are good with Selenium only, then we can go with other frameworks. Okay, because it will become very tough and tough. Okay, it's not like, okay, I just learn subject and I am done with it. It doesn't work like that. Okay, it's going to be very tough if you are not practicing. and you are not we cannot go, I cannot take it forward. Okay, if everyone is not in line to the same point, I cannot take it forward, because I want everyone to get it. Okay, you don't spend extra time for practice, just spend half an hour before you come come to this class. Okay, then you will understand what we have taken, what we have discussed yesterday. In weekends you can spend time if you don't require. Okay, I'm saying that it's not required much, because we are discussing basics only. Okay, as we progress it will become very tough and tough if you're not practicing on daily basis. Okay, please understand it. Okay, if we are not practicing on daily basis, it's going to be very tough, because so much of coding, so much of classes, so many of page object classes, and so many things we will discuss. Okay, which will really make a confusion to you. And on top of it, I could also say that it will be what do you say, it will may not be understood, you may not there would be use of it. Okay? So you should be there, please practice every day. Okay, come up with questions, come up with doubts. Okay, anything, I'm ready to help you. But yeah, please post your questions in group. Okay, group is meant for that. Okay, thank you guys. Please practice. Okay, without practice no one can get anything. Hello. Yeah, thanks everyone.